Welcome back to the KIX 96.5 morning show. 4 minutes past the hour of 7 o'clock. Happy Friday to you. We love featuring indie artists on the morning show, and today we're heading to Florida to chat with indie singer-songwriter Caruso. Caruso is a multi-award-winning writer and artist. He was the founder and singer for 308 Ghost Train Band, and this year he's went solo. He's also pumping out the hits. His latest is called You're My Blues. We're excited to have Caruso on the show. First of all, thanks for coming on.
Thank you, Jeff. I appreciate it. And thank you to all of my fans and new friends that I'm going to make in Wyoming, right? It's Wyoming, right?
Exactly. Yeah, we're in Buffalo, Wyoming. Well, Caruso, first of all, you have breaking news this morning. What's going on? You have a new conductor for the train. Yeah, man. There is a new conductor on the train this morning. His name is Jimmy Adams. I forged an agreement with a manager. Jimmy Adams has been around for a long, long time. He manages Don King and a lot of other artists like Leon Everett, the great country artist from Leon, and a few others. And I am just so excited that he wanted to work with me, and we made it official. It was kind of official 2 days ago, but it's really official this morning. That's when I'm coming out with the news, because it takes a couple of days to get everything, together. But and I'm really, really excited about my new label, Grace Records of Nashville, which is it's been a godsend, Jeff. I kind of stepped right off into a rose garden, not into a pile of doo-doo. You know what I mean? That's a good thing.
Which is like to the contrary of what most of my career has been like, is stepping off into thinking what I'm going to come up with roses, and it's just, doo-doo. So this is an exciting moment. It's going to open up so many doors globally, not just in my local area, but all over the world, all over the United States, North America. I just don't know. I'm just trying to stay a little bit 1 foot on the ground and 1 foot in the air. You know what I mean? I'm trying to just keep it really cool, because man, something like this can make you fly into the clouds, and then you can't see where you're going. You run into a building. So I gotta be cool, man.
Yeah. Well, you're in Nashville right now. Was that the reason you're in Nashville? You going to CMA Fest? What do you got going on there?
No, I actually was called to Nashville to meet Jimmy.
Okay.
My label, Grace Records of Nashville, and Debbie Bennett, who's the CEO, was here, and she pretty much forged the relationship, or the meeting, with Jimmy. He's really, really deep into music and boxing, and he actually has a great vision. He's combining boxing matches with music of independent artists. He calls it country box, and I love it. It's been selling out here in Nashville at the Troubadour every time he does it.
Oh, wow.
So it's a really cool concept, and Jimmy's got some real vision, Jeff. I mean, I sit and talk to him, and I just I'm in awe. I'm in awe, of all the people he knows and all the things he's done, and what he sees for the future. It's just, man, the guy is just unbelievable. So I came here to meet him, and while I was here, I got to sat down with Corey Lee Barker, a good friend of mine, and I've been writing with. Matter of fact, I wrote my first Grace Records Nashville release with Corey, and got to sit down and write a song for another Grace Records Nashville artist, Riley Austin, who's up and coming. And I'm going to have to introduce you to her, Jeff, because she's really, really, she's doing like that kind of traditional country, and it's really sounds good, but it's got a modern twist to it. So, so I was here and I wrote something with her for her new project with them. And now when I'm here, after Jimmy and I had the meeting, I planned on going back to Florida that day. And he turns right in the middle of the meeting and he says, Leon, put him on a television show tomorrow. I said, why? He said, yeah, put you on a television show tomorrow. And I said, oh my goodness, man, this guy ain't even taking a breath. He said, let's do it. Yeah. And then I'm at the television show, and we did a really cool, it's a taped episode. It's God and Country. It's a new show called God and Country with Leon Everett. And I got to do a really cool 35-minute, in the kind of sitting, just discussing. And after that, he's on the phone in the back of the thing, and I see him on the phone when I'm coming off the little set. And I walk up to him. I said, "Hey, Jimmy, you need me anymore?" He said, "Well, yeah." He said, "I'd like to get a photo shoot of you." He said, but the photographer can't be here till tomorrow." I said, "Okay, we might as well do it while I'm here." So I had to stay another night because this morning I have the official photo shoot for the EEPKs and for the promotions and all that stuff. And it's been magical, man.
Yeah,
magical.
You're there. You might as well get it all done in one stop. So that's good. Well, 308 Ghost Train. I mean, since 2019, you've been knocking it out with them. Now you're a solo artist. You mentioned it, 50 million streams. Caruso. But, I mean, 308 Ghost Train, what happened? Because you guys released a song like less than a year ago. I mean, can we talk about it? Or what? Then your solo was called Moving On, so we figured that had something to do with it.
I'm about to throw another curveball at you. So the label comes to me, and Jimmy, and we start talking, and, we're thinking about it, and we spent so much time, effort, and money branding 308 Ghost Train, and then branding Caruso. It's now going to be called Caruso and the 308 Ghost Train.
Okay.
Yeah, it's coming together.
Well, I guess that's a good idea, exactly, after you put all the time and effort into it.
Well, so when you come to see a show, you're going to get a couple songs that are kind of alt-rockish, alt-country a lot. You're going to get a couple songs that we call yacht pop. We call it yacht pop, what I do, is because it's kind of easy listening. It's like when you're sitting on a boat and you're just gliding across really cool waters and you're chilling. It kind of reminds you of those Hall & Oates days, David Gates and Bread, Loggins and Messina, that time in the late 70s, early 80s, Ambrosia. It's got that kind of thing. And then my Christian contemporary project that I'm doing with Grace, it's all going to come together into one artistry now. And it's going to have a really cool, diverse show. So it'll take a few songs from each of the three artistries and put it together in one show. And then we'll be playing shows with lots of other people like Leon Everett and Chris Darlington and Riley Austin. And we'll be doing shows like that where Jimmy has a vision where he wants to put, different diverse genres together because it'll fill the room more, and that those people have an opportunity to discover and cross-pollinate with different artistries. And I think it's genius. I do. So I'm the yacht pop guy. I'm the guy that you're listening to the music and you're sailing on smooth waters, and then the 308 Ghost Train comes in and the waters get a little choppy. They just get a little choppy, not enough to get you sick, but man, start getting your body moving. And then the other stuff is kind of just like real cool too, and it's got like a vibe. It's kind of country, kind of adult contemporary, Christian contemporary, and it kind of leads you down a really cool path that gives you some good messages and motivation.
Yeah. Go and check him out. He's at CarusoTheArtist.com. It's Caruso. He's on Facebook. Go to YouTube. Check out all of his videos. Caruso's got a ton of videos. Go to Spotify. His latest single is called You're My Blues. Well, what's happened, Caruso? What's been the difference since 2019 to now? How have you opened the doors? Has it been pounding the pavement? Has it been releasing all kinds of music? Can you put your finger on it? Has it been God? What's going on?
Oh, it's most definitely first and foremost God. I call him the ghost. That the 308 Ghost Train is a really, really cool story, Jeff. I died on the table in 2015, and when the doctor told me after they fixed I had 3 blockages, I didn't even know it. And fixed it, he came in and told me that I had died, and he brought me back, and he said, "Man, I should consider myself very fortunate young man," he said, and for a year, I couldn't get it out of my head. I just kept dealing with my mortality. But then, when it got really bad and I was thinking about, man, I don't know if I want to go through this anymore. So I'm tortured. I went home one night about a year later and I wrote a song called Warm. And it came to me in my sleep, and I popped up out, and it's the first time this had ever happened to me. And I popped up out of my bed. I had my phone beside me. I just put the little melody I had in it, went to my room. In about 10, 15 minutes, I'd written the first song for the 308 Ghost Train. And 50 million streams, 49 award nominations, 30 global releases, and 9 awards later. I've never looked back.
Yeah. No, and I mean, he's not looking back. He just keeps on pumping them out. You've been at the Josies. You've been at the International Singer-Songwriters Association. You're up again this year. Are we going to the ceremonies? What do we got planned?
Oh, absolutely. We're walking the red carpet in Atlanta on August 5th, and we're walking the red carpet in Nashville on October 22nd. I am so honored and humbled, Jeff, to be selected for both of these organizations. I think they're two of the best in the country, maybe even in the world. I'm also up for another great organization, Fair Play Music Awards in the Netherlands. I'm up for 19 of those. I could not believe it.
Holy cow.
19. And look, I'm up for 9 ICEs, which is the most of it, which is the most of any artist, and I'm humbled by that. That not only you can nominate, getting nominated is easy, but they have to vote you into the finals. And I got voted through in all 9 categories, so I feel really, really blessed.
Yeah.
Right now.
Well, and your fans have to vote you in, so that makes you feel even better that people are, supporting you to get you to the finals.
Absolutely, man. I mean, you know how it is. You won an ISA. I believe you were Radio Station of the Year, right?
Yeah, 2 years ago for my internet radio station.
Man. I mean, listen, man, you know how it feels. I went up last year and won Single of the Year for 308 Ghost Train's My Love's Lost, and it was my first win at ISA. And I got to tell you something, there was nothing. I think that day was the day everything started to change for me with myself, Jeff. I mean, where I had doubts, I had them no more. Where I was like, oh, man, am I really doing this the right way? I had no doubts about that either. And I just forged forward from that moment I grabbed that crystal. And I'll tell you, everything since then has been completely magical and of God.
Yeah, that's awesome. Go check him out. Caruso at CARUSO, theartist.com. He's on Facebook. Go to YouTube. Check out all of his videos because his videos are awesome. The Dreams video, is that your white couch?
No, that is actually a place that my good friends Sherry and Scott Elliott, they own a little venue called 88 Live. It's a little, music venue right in Bradenton, Florida. And I asked them, Amanda May, my best half, she does all the videos. She's just a genius. She's just brilliant. And we asked them if we could use they have these little VIP areas where they have a couch and like the curtains. It almost looks like, it's really cool. And they said, sure. And they came and opened the place up for us when they were closed. And we shot that there. And then Amanda took all the footage and she did her magic and made it really, it's just brilliant and wonderful. And it won the Rampage Awards Music Video of the Year. And it's up for the ISA Music Video of the Year. So I'm praying for her because she really deserves it. I can say this to you, Jeff. I may be the audio of Caruso and the 308 Ghost Train, but Amanda May has been the one that has brought me into the light visually. And if it wouldn't have been for her, the world probably wouldn't know me like they know me now.
Yeah, no, go to YouTube and look up Caruso and check out all of his videos for that and also 308 Ghost Train. He's got a ton of them.
Yes. Yeah, it's under the channel's under Resting Dove Records. Please.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Resting Dove Records. Yeah. Go look up that. You'll find everything.
Yeah, we'll be. Resting Dove Records was my own independent label that I started, and I did that because I needed to put myself out there in the proper fashion. But everything's going to be transferring to Grace Records, Nashville. Yeah. And all the videos are going to be going on Jimmy Adams Promotion on iTube. Not it's going to go to a special. Another type of video vendor, and so you'll be able to get them everywhere. It's going to just open up new markets for me. So it's really cool, and I appreciate everybody that takes a look and likes the artistry.
Yeah, go and definitely subscribe to the channels. Before we let you go, Caruso, Sleeping on the Blacktop. Your cover of Coulter Wall. It's funny because we have a listener that requests that song all the time on Fridays. How did you find Coulter? Because I never even heard of the guy until a year or so ago.
Okay, so I go hunting with my son, and I once a year I go to Oklahoma to go hunting from Florida, and he lives in Louisiana. So we're riding in the road back, and he decides he wants to introduce me to some new music because he says I think you can do these things, and I said, oh come on, let me hear it. I was kind of skeptical. He plays Coulter Walls, Sleeping on a Blacktop first.
Yeah.
I'm in the truck and I start singing lines to it, like in my voice, in my version. I said, you know what? I can give that song some cojones. And then he plays Cody Jinks for me. Must Be the Whiskey.
Yeah.
He plays Uncle Lucius about the wolves. And I'm saying, man, where is this music from? So I thought, wow, you know what? This might be a good kind of song to do a rehash on, because maybe nobody knows about it. Then I go look at it. It's got 5 million listens. I'm saying, oh, no, this is a big song. This is a big song. And I said, this guy's unbelievable. And his lyrics are just unbelievable. I said, but the only thing about it was kind of sleepy.
Yeah.
I said, for me, it's sleepy. I love that it's sleepy. It was a different presentation. But I said, I think I can do one that makes it real energetic. And then there'll be two types of listens to this thing. I won't do a song unless I can enhance it somehow.
Yeah.
With my own artistry and make it kind of my own. So Sleeping on a Blacktop became a real, I don't know. I kept having it in my heart. You got to cut this. You got to cut this. So I did.
That's great. You did a great job on it.
Powerful.
Yeah,
it's powerful, buddy.
It's a great song. Well, we're going to play You're My Blues. Give us a little taste of that. Tell us what the song's about, Caruso.
Well, okay, so You're My Blues was, I've written a lot of songs in the last year or year and a half. Amanda and I fell in love with Amanda, and she has really been like the greatest love I've ever known. Really the only love I've ever known, because what I thought was love before was definitely not love. And I don't know, I wanted to, lyrically especially, I wanted to write a song that explained how I thought of her without using the same old regurgitated lines that have been used for the last 60 years.
Yeah.
And I just needed to find the most unique way that if I died tomorrow, I had the most unique way of saying what you mean to me and how beautiful you are and how much I love you. And the greatest line in that song, I believe, that'll go down in history is, "You're the sweet tea I'll be sipping on." I've never heard anyone say, "I love you, you're beautiful," using that type of a line. And so I just it just came to me. I was spiritually motivated. And I think I wrote it in about 20 minutes.
Wow.
So, yeah, usually that's usually how it happens, because I get a lot of songs in my sleep, Jeff, and I get a lot of ideas while I daydream. I do a lot of that stuff that they talk about Edison and Einstein and all used to do. I don't go into the catnap thing. I just kind of could be driving or riding, and all of a sudden I zone out. And Amanda will be saying, hey, I can't hear nothing. Yeah, and all of a sudden, ideas are coming out. I pick up my phone, and I just start singing into it. It's really, really a beautiful gift. It's a beautiful gift, and I love God for giving it to me. Yeah,
he's in the musical zone. He just keeps on pumping them out. Go and check him out, Caruso. He's at CarusoTheArtist.com. We'll definitely have to have you back on. Keep us in the loop, Caruso, and have a great summer. Keep her going. Thank you so much, Jeff. I'd like to come back and talk to you after all these awards are done to see where we stand. Well, that's true, too. Yeah, good luck at the ICES. Holy cow, 9 awards. You might be walking up to the stage a lot of times. Man, I hope so. I do hope so, because I feel like this is my season. We all have seasons. And I think this has been it's the start of a great season for me. So it would be really humbling and honorable to have have that, that wonderful feeling that, your artistry was appreciated across the board. Yeah, he's definitely. Go and appreciate him. Caruso, he's CarusoTheArtist.com. Go and check out 308 Ghost Train. Well, Anthony Train Caruso, thanks so much, buddy.